My Last Duchess by Robert Browning. Robert Browning was a leading Victorian poet known for his use of dramatic monologue. This poem is set in Renaissance Italy, inspired by the real Duke Alfonso II and his wife Lucrezia de Medici. The Duke speaks to an emissary about his next marriage. This form allows the speaker to reveal his true character unwittingly. Structure is single stanza, continuous monologue, begins in the middle of a conversation and ends casually showing the Duke's control. Progression of the poem praises the painting, criticizes the Duchess, justify its action, negotiate next marriage, dowry, status, no break or shift. The Duke's power is uninterrupted. So the key characters are the Duke, arrogant, zealous, controlling, possessive, narcissistic, values, status, and power over love and humanity. The Duchess, innocent, joyful, kind, appreciative of life, reduced to a painting and possession, silenced. The emissary, silent listener, represents the next bride's family. Fra Pandolf and Klaus of Innsbruck. Artistic mention by Duke highlight his wealth and love for art. So let's see the poem at a glance. The Duke shows the painting of his last duchess and praises it as a lifelike and a wonder. He asks the emissary to sit and look. The curtain that reveals the painting is controlled only by him. The blush in the Duchess' cheek was not just for him, innocent compliments from the painter or others caused it. The Duchess was kind, easily pleased, and polite to everyone. She valued simple joy and even equated trivial gifts with the Duke's ancient name. The Duke refuses to stoop to correct her or explain his displeasure. She smiles at everyone the same way. This grew, I gave commands. Then all smiles stop together, implies her murder or silencing. He shifts to negotiating his next marriage dowry and shows another statue, symbol of his power and control. Literary devices and technique used in this is dramatic irony. The Duke condemns himself while thinking he is justifying his action. In Jabmin, lines run on, creating a natural flow of speech and a sense of control. Iambic pentameter plus rhyming couplet gives a conversational yet formal tone reflecting the Duke's polished nature. Euphemism, all smiles stop together, implies murder without saying it. Repetition of words like my, smile, stop, fra, pandol shows possessiveness and arrogance. Imagery, painting, blush, curtain, and Neptune create strong visual impact. Lexical fill, words of ownership and looking so control and possession. Allusion Neptune's taming a horse parallels the Duke taming and controlling the Duchess. So theme is power and control. The Duke uses his political and domestic power to control everything art, people, and decision. I give command. objectification of women. The Duchess is treated as an object of possession. He is valued more in death than in life. Jealousy, pride, and arrogance. The Duke pride in his 900 years old name and jealousy leads to the Duchess' tragic end. Art versus life. The painting captures death and passion better than the living Duchess. Art is a symbol of statue. Appearance versus reality. Polite conversation hides a terrible crime. The Duke's word reveals his true nature. Class and status. Focus on ancient name, wealth, dowry, and social power. Key quotation to memorize. That's my last duchess, painted on the wall. Shows possession and treats her as an object. None puts by the curtain I have drawn for you, but I. Symbol of control over the picture and the duchess. Too easily impressed, she liked whatever she looked on, and her looks went everywhere, reveals his jealousy and disapproval of her kindness. I gave command, then all smiles stopped together. Euphemism for murder, the most chilling line. My gift of a 900 years old name shows pride in shows pride in status and ancient lineage. Notice Neptune through taming a seahorse, symbol of his dominance and control. So, what is the Browning purpose to write it? Browning criticizes the abuse of power, the objectification of women, and the corruption of aristocracy. He uses the real history and the dramatic monologue form to expose the dark side of human nature. The poem challenges Victorian attitude towards gender, marriage, and power.